Welcome to another episode of Chicken Yard Sports here. We got week 16 Monday night football and Sunday night football. Let's just start out with the Sunday night game with Dallas and Washington, where Washington got absolutely destroyed.
And that's enough about that game. So, just kidding. What?
Yeah, no, I mean, for
what
real,
a shit
though,
show of a game. I mean, 42 points, 35-point game in the first half. And the Cowboys, I mean, it was never a game. There was never any competition. It was a shitty football game. And from Washington chanting, "We want Dallas," just 2 weeks ago, they got Dallas. And
sure
Dallas
did.
hung a 56 burger on them and fucking absolutely trounced Washington. It was just a full-blown manslaughter.
Yeah, I missed like the first quarter and I turned it on and Dallas had just gone up 21-0 and then Dak hit somebody for like a 50-yard gain and I was just like, I think I'm good on watching the rest of this.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to watch it. That was the extent of the game. Honestly, there's not too much to talk about other than just like Dallas is a potential Super Bowl contender if they play like this. Every couple games, they just lay an egg, which is going to be a mystery. You can't do that in the playoffs. But, man, when they're playing like this, their defense just forces turnovers and their offense capitalizes.
We're a pro-consent podcast, and there was nothing consensual about that violent penetration from Dallas last night. So unless you wanted to watch violent sexual misconduct, that was not the game for you.
No. Well, and I don't know if Monday night's game where the Dolphins beat the Saints 20-3. I mean, holy shit. You got to feel for Ian Book because – like, he's a rookie quarterback. Did he play a great game? No. Did he play a terrible game? Also, probably not. Dude, he was getting like 1 second
Nobody
to
knows.
throw the football. Yeah, he was literally getting like, it was like, fuck. Like,
his offensive line, for all intents and purposes, were just matadors out there, just like, here you go.
Yeah,
like,
it was one
so
of the
bad.
most impressive displays for how shitty an offensive line can be that I've ever seen. It was incredible. Like he was just under duress all night. Yeah, it was a painful thing for the Saints offensive line in a must-win game. It was a must-win game for both these teams. And the Dolphins are now 8-7 with their 7th straight win. And
It's amazing.
I know they play the Patriots week 18, which all the marbles could come down to that. They play the Titans next week, which the Titans are reeling. And holy shit, I mean, the Dolphins were 1-7 and they might finish the season 10-7. It is like,
yeah, let's go Phins, baby.
Yeah, go Phins, dude. Fucking inject all the waddle you can into my veins, dude. That dude is a fucking baller. And
yeah, we need that celebration to match. Yeah, that TD celebration is our spirit animal here at Chicken Yard Sports. Just give us all the duck waddle, dude.
Duck waddles for days, dude. Give me all that.
Our avian cousin for Duck Yard Sports is Jalen Waddle's TD celebration. But, yeah, I mean, the Dolphins are having an incredible run. But if you saw the beginning of the second half, Tua just like steps up beautifully in the pocket only to throw like a 40-yard pass right to the fucking Saints defender. Like, yeah, that is why they can't really say Tua is our franchise guy yet, because he just, anytime he has even a decent game, he does some shit like that where he just throws these picks that are just beyond head scratching. It's just like, has this guy even ever played fucking football before? And if we're being honest, like, that game should have been like 56-0 because the Saints could do absolutely nothing. They didn't convert a third down the entire night, and that's the first time in Sean Payton's tenure that they haven't converted a third down. It's just fucking insane.
I missed that stat. That is fucking insane. How do you not convert a single third down?
Yeah, they were like 0 for 12, which is even crazier to like get your ass kicked that bad and only have 12 possessions. I mean, to go 3 and out every single possession is insane. They had one fourth down conversion after they did a draw play with Kamara, which went for like almost 23 yards. And then they had a
Yeah.
QB sneak to get the fourth. But like, yeah, it's just the Saints, it's just like so miserable right now because they had Jameis to start the season, and then they went to Trevor Simeon, and then he gets hurt, and then he gets COVID, and then Taysom Hill has to be unvaccinated because of how they treated him with the COVID protocol, and he was out for 2 weeks. And now they throw Ian Book in there, who was a guy that was like a very late round draft pick. I mean, it's just brutal. And then Blake the boat was on the sideline too. And I'm just thinking, like, what did Blake Bortles do to go from an AFC championship quarterback in 2017 to 2021 being Ian Book's backup? Like, what on earth did he do?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he seems like he's a much capable starter than how many, I mean, like for sure a handful of players in the league, but I
Is
don't
he
know. He's
really
just like,
not a better option than Trevor Seaman and Ian
yeah,
Book?
honestly.
Like, for
Yeah.
real? I mean, if he isn't, like, that's, is what it is. But like, I just find it so hard to believe that
Well, how's
Bortles is
Cam Newton
that
getting a
bad.
chance again? You know, is the boat really worse than Sam Darnold?
Yeah, for real. It's insane. He's got to be better than Ian Book. But Ian Book, I mean, who knows if he'll ever be anything good because the guy just doesn't even have a chance to throw. I mean, tonight, like, the Dolphins were literally on his ass. Like you said, he had negative time to throw the ball. It was like he didn't even have a second. It was like he was fighting for extra seconds to throw the ball. It just was non existent pass block tonight.
Yeah, it was a joke. And for a supposed strength of the Saints going into the season, the offensive line, I mean, it was just it was rough. But
Yeah,
I guess
maybe Drew Brees was the reason that they had sent a bunch of guys to the Pro Bowl because like that guy threw the ball in like 0.5 seconds, but they can't help their rookie out at all tonight. It was just brutal. And on this other fourth down, it was like the Saints were trying to run an in and then an up. So ideally the cornerbacks kind of get lost, but like the guy didn't even run the fucking up route. He ran like 5 yards, stopped, and then one of the Dolphins players was holding the shit out of him and they didn't call it. But like, if you're the Saints, like at least run the correct fucking routes when you have somebody like Ian Book back there.
yeah,
Like at
honestly,
least give him somewhat of a chance.
literally
But
something, anything. It always blows my mind when these, third, fourth string quarterbacks are going in and they get absolutely no help from their team. Drop passes, wrong
yeah.
routes. It's just like, Jesus Christ, you guys know this is like a rookie fourth string quarterback.
Yeah,
Like, help the man out.
when you can't block for him or run the correct fucking route and you're in the NFL, like that is just pathetic. It's just brutal. But yeah, I mean, there's just not really much to say about these last two primetime games. They were just
Shitty games.
drubbings.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
we're
yeah,
into it now. Like the next 2 weeks or most of the games are gonna matter a fuck ton. So looking
they're either
forward to
going to
that.
really matter or really fucking not.
Yeah. But that week 18 with the Finns and the Pats, especially if the Finns can beat the Titans, is gonna be lit as fuck.
God, it's going to be so fucking sick. Pray for the whole division to come down for that, or a wild card spot, I should say.
If the
But
Pats lose next week and then lose the Finns, they would be out of the playoffs too
they would be
because
out
they
of the
would be
playoffs. Yeah.
9-8, which would be incredible.
Well,
But
the Dolphins beat the Patriots week 1, so they own the tiebreaker.
yeah,
So
it'd be so amazing. Oh yeah, so literally the Finns can probably lose that game and just beat the Patriots, but they have like what is it, like 8 other fucking AFC teams are like 500 or better, so that those wild card spots are going to be really hard to come by.
oh yeah, super hard to come by. But yeah, the Patriots are 9-6 right now. So the Dolphins, if both teams lose next week and then the Dolphins beat the Patriots week 18, or if the Dolphins win, yeah, Basically, it all boils down to the Dolphins have to beat the Patriots week 18. But if the Dolphins lose next week to the Titans and the Patriots win, then it doesn't matter. So, get your popcorn ready. It's going to be fucking sick. But like and subscribe. That'll do it for Sunday night, Monday night recap here at Chicken Yard Sports. We will talk to you later.
Like and subscribe, or the next team your team will be blocking like the Saints did tonight.
Yeah. No, you don't want that. Peace.